start with basics till the time we get the presentation up. A few disclaimers. First, Sanjay has already warned you it's a very Eastern way of thinking. So yes, it's a very, very Eastern way of thinking, given that I'm from India. So there's going to be a lot of Indian influence to the way I'm going to be speaking about stuff. The second that I also want to tell you is please do not be judgmental. I know all of us, or most of us, have been in the industry for X number of years. We have been practicing, we have seen examples. I just want you to leave all of that aside for a minute. Okay? I know, which is why I want to. I'm going to ask you all to do a few things which you may find stupid, you may find a waste of time, but I would request you to be with me as and when I ask you to do those things. They're pretty simple. You could also argue that, yeah, you know, kids in nursery and kindergarten do things like this. Well, it's fun. Once we grow up, we actually forget childhood. So I just want to get to that. And I'm going to walk around, if that's okay with everybody, right? Great. So a few things that I want to ask you. Since everybody said they had breakfast, I'm going to be moving to one table and ask you, what did you have at the breakfast? At your breakfast? Oh. So can I request all of you to just see what I do right now and do exactly as I say after that. Your hands up like this. Put them on your ears and close your eyes. Now with that, take a deep breathe in and make the sound of mm. Everybody, let it out. Take a deep breathe in. Again. Now slowly open your eyes. What did you feel? Yes. Harmony. Okay. Anybody else? Vibrations. Okay. Vibrations in the head, in the ear, in the body. All over. Okay. What about the others? Nothing? No thoughts came in? What am I going to do in the next session? Really, this session's boring, man. She's humming us. Really, what else?
Felt like a whole universe inside.
Felt like a whole universe inside. Interesting. Did anybody want to sleep a little longer? You did. Did anybody think of what happened yesterday? Did anybody think of what's going to happen for the rest of the day today? So my session primarily focuses on here and now. And primarily it's important for all of us to understand that because, so typically this is what happens to us when we are at work. There's always something or the other at the back of the head, and possibly we are the ones with the complete black face, trying to figure out, because there's just so much happening all the time. You don't know what you want to focus on, where you want to focus, and how you're going to be able to get to do stuff. Wendy actually gave a very good presentation this morning about what are the things that you could do if you were an EDM, or if you want to aspire to be an EDM. My fundamental question is, why do you want to do things like that till the time? Do you really need to do things like that, or do you need to understand yourself first? That's the first question. So with that, that's what happens all the time. You are not letting your mind at rest at all, which is why here and now is so very important. And today's presentation is going to be the flavor of understanding leadership, the spiritual way. The reason I chose this is twofold. One is that this is a white paper that I had published, or rather I had sent in recently to Barcelona, where they do the Spirituality and Creativity and Leadership Congress year on year. It's got shortlisted/accepted over there. I'm going to be presenting in April. Then this paper's also got accepted by the San Francisco State University. I've been invited to speak over there in June. And then have also been invited to speak where Swami Vivekananda gave his first lecture in Chicago in September this year. So this essentially is going to be bits and pieces of what I'm going to be presenting. They're not the entire material.